time it's for the Flower and Garden Festival 2018. One of my favorite things to see here is the butterfly garden, which is right behind me. It's really a unique experience to get to walk through it. Everybody enjoys it because it's like hands-on with the butterflies in nature. Some of the other things that I'm looking forward to seeing are the merchandise and the new food booths, as well as we just picked up our pollination exploration map. So we're going to take that around to the countries and see what we can find. Here at the Flower and Garden Festival and all around Walt Disney World, some of the gardening specialists are working hard to create new habitats to help some of the endangered species from the butterflies, specifically here in Florida. Looks like I'm not the only one who's a fan of butterflies. Check out Daisy, Chip, and Dale admiring their beauty.
Alright, so we're just checking out the DIY butterfly house. Create your own family-sized butterfly house with a garden, umbrella, and netting.
Bringing the butterflies to your backyard. So we just checked out the Honey Bistro. It's a brand new stand for EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival. People are really excited about it. There's a lot of people in line and there's a big buzz about some of the food that they're offering.
So there was a lot of cool dishes out there that we could have chosen from. They had a roasted cauliflower dish that was served with rice pilaf, and there was also a honey tandoori chicken dish that they had up there. That was a flatbread, and we could have tried that as well.
We picked up the Honey-Mascarpone cheesecake. So this is the cheesecake here, and it's got a orange blossom honey ice cream, which is melting already, and it's got these really beautiful little kisses that are made from fennel pollen meringue. First bite. Wow, it's really creamy. It's not too sweet, just what you'd expect from a cheesecake.
Center's cool. It's got this like glittery color to it. It's a really good cheesecake. It's what you'd expect out of a cheesecake, but with just a little bit of something extra. You can taste that honey in there, and it's really good. The two work well together.
All right, how about one of these little meringues? That's cool. It's crunchy. It's a fun dish because not only are there different flavor elements that go together, but there are different textures as well. So it just makes it really fun.
All right, now I'm going for the ice cream. That's the orange ice cream. Ooh, really good. That's great. And I as well will eat my pollen meringue kiss. You know what? That's good. It's got a very floral taste to it, which is really interesting. If you do come out this year to the 2018 International Flower and Garden Festival, you definitely want to check out the bistro because it's really cool. So we are in England, well, Great Britain, UK. Well, technically we're in Epcot. And it is our second stop in trying to find Spike the Bee. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Spike is actually a classic Disney character from the 1940s and 50s. He first appeared in, I think they said it was the window cleaners with Donald Duck, and his sole purpose was just to sting Donald Duck. And this time we found him, spoiler alert if you're gonna actually play this, but spoilers coming ahead. We found him in the Shakespeare Garden, right near Shakespeare himself, the bust of Shakespeare, just hanging out. And what was he? What kind of flower was he?
Honeysuckle.
The honeysuckle. So Winnie the Pooh, UK. What's Winnie the Pooh love? honeysuckle. I put that all together just now.
I'm really happy that we found Spike here in the tea garden because I am a big fan of tea.
Where is he though?
Come on.
All right, so absolutely no spike. Absolutely no spike in Canada.
No.
2 in the UK. We're now gonna bypass France. So how do you say bumblebee in French?
I don't know. Is there a joke coming?
There's no joke, I was just wondering, how do you say bumblebee in French? So, we have found Spike in the Florida Fresh garden.
We did. And I learned that Florida is a large producer of edible food, you know, produce and things like that. And number 1 is citrus.
Citrus, and probably number 1 citrus is probably
The oranges.
Oranges, I imagine. So that's why he was pollinating an orange tree. Yeah, so next, we're headed to, where are we headed to next, Marcy?
Let's see what our map says.
What comes after Florida
Urban
Fresh?
Spice Garden.
Urban Spice Garden, which I imagine is over in
Possibly Morocco?
Morocco. So now we're headed to Morocco. We're actually, oh my gosh, we're already here.
Do you see how easy it is to have a good time in Morocco? To have a great day in Morocco? To have a great day in Morocco? In Morocco, go, 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 go. Morocco, go, 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 go. Morocco, go, 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 go. Morocco. Everybody say, Mo, 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 Morocco. Mo, 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 Morocco. Mo, 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 Morocco. All right.
So far this hasn't been too hard to find Spike.
Yeah.
You just look for the closest garden, and that's where he usually is. And no exception, he's here in the little garden. What's this garden called?
Japan Promenade.
The Promenade. And
Promenade?
You can actually see right behind us. He's hanging out right up front, and I didn't even know you could pollinate bonsais, but he's pollinating a
Right?
bonsai.
He's in a Zen garden.
He's in a Zen garden pollinating a bonsai behind us. So, how many we got done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done. How many more to go?
Like halfway there.
We're halfway
Let's go.
there. Let's go. So we're on just a short trip from Japan over to America now to the Smokehouse Garden. So before we say anything else, we should point out that the line for the smokehouse is around the entire garden. But as you're looking around, take a look. Right there, it's Spike hanging out right above us, hanging out with his buddy Woody the cowboy.
But I think why there's so many people over here is it smells amazing.
Smells amazing. Just imagine the best barbecue you can think of, and that's what it smells like here in the American Pavilion. Where are we headed to next, Mars? All right, Marcy Renee says we're headed to Italy. And what's the name of the garden?
Garden Italiano.
The Garden Italiano.
There it is. By the tomato plant.
The tomato plants.
Maybe for some marinara. So we found another Spike the bee here in Italy. This time he is with an olive tree. I'm only guessing that's because, you know, Italy, olive oil. Italy's got all the good stuff.
By the way, what's going on behind you?
There is a crazy line for the concert tonight for the Garden Rock series. Super popular.
When a line extends from America to Italy, you know that's a long line.
Right. So the next one we're headed to is Outpost Savannah. So we're gonna bypass Germany altogether. This one was a little bit harder to find, but Spike is hiding out in some grass on the Savannah.
Sorry, China, you're one of our favorite pavilions.
I know, but there's
But
no
no
bees
Spike.
here.
There's no bees in China, apparently. So we're headed to Norway next.
Yep.
What's the name of the garden?
Apparently he's by the Norway Troll Topiary.
He's by the Norway Troll Topiary. So that's where we're headed to next. Bye, China.
We're just a few steps away from the troll here in Norway, and I spot a bee. He is hanging out by the delphinium flowers.
So found the orchid.
Where's the bee?
So it ended up being kind of challenging at the end there.
But we finished it.
Yeah, that last one was up kind of high.
So for completing my map, I had had my choice of patches, and this is what I picked. I've got Figment.
Say that's a pretty good prize.
I think so. That's new. I thought it was going to be a pin, but surprise, it's a set of patches. Apparently, Figment also likes butterflies. It's a magnet.
Yes, it is. The park is getting full, so I think we're done for the day. I think we're done fighting the crowds. Let's go home.